initiative. Like if I tell them to do 5 rounds on the bag, they'll want to do at least 7. That's an indication for me that they have an internal drive. If I have to keep pushing them to do the bare minimum, that's a big red flag. Yeah! And then student mentality. Always trying to improve, always being like, okay, what can I do better? X, Y, Z. And then as a fighter as well, is like the heart. You try to look for the heart. If you bring someone to the point where there's an out, do they, without hesitation, go into the fire, or are they like, excuse? It's just a refusal to give up, no matter what their circumstance. What's someone's instinct when they're hit with an obstacle? Is it to give up and complain? Or is it to just pivot and push through? If that's someone's instinct, that's a sign of heart, I would say. This is the age-old question, can you train heart? I'm still actually not 100% sure or convinced. Some people develop heart through, I think, trauma. It could also be having something to prove, not necessarily to others, but to yourself. A lot of factors go into heart, I think.
I think heart is both something you have and also a decision. You'll never know your real heart until you're thrown into the fire.
It also comes down to why. In a particular circumstance, what's the cause of you not having the choice but to keep going? Let's say we're surrounded by fire right now. My sister or my mum is about to get burnt to death. I'm gonna fucking run through the fire because that's my mum. That's the reason why. If it was like a chicken, I'm probably not gonna save the chicken. You can put that analogy to like, okay, I'm stepping in the ring to fight. I'm just getting paid like a couple $100s to fight. I'm just doing it for fun. I got hit, I'm probably gonna give up. But then if someone before you fought is like, you have to win this fight or something really, really bad's gonna happen, then suddenly you have the heart. So then that's the variable. It's like, maybe the people that I've seen that have given up early and I'm like, oh no, they don't have heart. Maybe they just didn't have that strong enough why.
So I think why, there's a base why and there's a circumstantial why.
So maybe the base heart is like, if you feel like what gives your character value is someone that never gives up, that's where you have the baseline heart. And then the circumstantial heart is, okay, there's a reason why I'm never allowed to give up. And then if that's strong enough, then you have that type of heart.
Yep.
Kieran is an example. He's built like an actual gladiator. But what surprised me at the start was he didn't have initial signs of heart, in the sense that when he got into sparring, he'd be like always moving backwards, running away from the strikes. This is almost an example of like that you can develop the heart.
Yep.
Yeah. Because then he kept putting himself in the Shark Tank, man. He was like, sign me up, next one. Into his first 2 amateur fights, lost both of them because he wasn't able to weather the storm. But then what did he do? He was just like, sign me up to the next one. I go back in. And he kept going back in. And then his latest fight, he actually represented Victoria against New South Wales. And he stood his ground the whole time. And he won that fight. I'm almost just figuring this out now, but his why was becoming more apparent, and I think his why was he needs to find out if he can have heart, if he can develop heart. So because of that why, he kept throwing himself in, you know, so now he's giving himself evidence that, okay, maybe at the start I wasn't able to push through, but I've pushed through on that occasion, I've pushed on that occasion, that, and it's almost like redefining himself. And now he's someone that has heart, and he believes it now. Yeah, maybe heart's never born, but it has to be proven through experience. It's a pretty open-ended question.
Yeah, man, it's a hard one to answer.
Yeah. It's not black. I don't think it's ever black and white.
No.
If you don't actually like the violent aspect of the sport, why are you doing it? Yeah. It's a pretty random sport. Like to step into the ring with someone that you know has trained just as hard, sometimes harder than you, to hurt you as much as they can. You gotta love the violence. If there's someone that loves the adrenaline of it, and then they have the athletic discipline and the student mentality, will push through when things get hard, boom. That's like, that's the one. But it's very difficult to find. As a coach, that's my job to like try to shape the part that need growth, you know?
100%. Yeah, I know. Who's my fucking gassing so fast? It's always
body hook fight. Some people, they come here and they're like, I've never done martial arts in my life. And then I'm like, okay, this is what the stance looks like. And then they're like this. And then I'll be like, okay, this is what you do with the cross. And then they just do it. And I'm like, fuck, that's like talent. Yeah. Because from scratch, they can just like, they have an awareness of their bodies. You know?
How well you can pick up the movement pattern, how well you use your eyes, and how well your physical balance is.
Everyone's got a God-given talent. Sometimes people just mine's to be a fucking good-looking cat. Matt's talent, dude. Physical, obviously. Look at it. You look like a fucking bull. Top 3 most powerful kicks I've ever held, and shit technique as well. Listen to this. Oh yeah! What the fuck?
What is going on, bro?
Hey Cheney, we need to find this screw, bro.
What was Chinese talent?
His obsession. Not a single man is more obsessed than this guy. But it can apply to anything now. Now he's going to be a carpenter. And he's obsessed about it. Cheney fixed it. He's a carpenter. I'm a plumber, bro. I fixed it. Come on. It's been broken for like 5 months, and then he just went and fucking fixed it. This is only.
This is not even carpentry. This is just fucking DIY handyman shit.
Yeah, we're handyman. How many Asian guys does it take to take down a fan?
What about James? What about James, bro?
James' talent is to be the best looking guy at all times. At all times, you're literally the best looking guy. The upcoming novice team is very promising. The first wave was when the gym was really small, and we had Cheney. Each wave brings up the next, and this next wave, everyone's like training hard, doing extra without me saying, always clinching, always getting in the extra sparring, still doing the classes, still leveling up, really good grit. Yanni as well, didn't have the talent, but just through consistency and discipline has leveled up so much. I was like telegraphing my kick, he did not block it at all. I was like, and he'd be like, and then I was like, dude, don't let that happen, man. You have to block. Dude, block the kick, check it. Next time I sparred him, what, like a month later, he was blocking everything. Putting the tools back in the car, you know? Hard day's work. You wanna see the tools?
Have you ever used that before?
Yeah, I was just using it. Got a hammer. It's my tool belt. As you can see.
Wow.
It's got nothing in it. We took down a staircase and we drilled in the speed bag. Drilled this bad boy. I didn't have a pump in my tool bag.
Hard day's work, mate. Dude.
Let's find some tools.
Okay.